This video will show you where the best places are to get pastor and our lector and assistants for our live stream recordings on Sunday morning. This is the widest view that we can have. Note that our pianists don't typically like to be on camera. So you will see on the left the speaker on the wall, which on the camera monitor, the W and the T for wide angle and telephoto tend to cover that. So you wouldn't necessarily see that it's on screen for everybody to see. So what you'd like to see is the green parament, for example, that's on the pulpit. Just to the edge of the image. And then on the right-hand side, you'll have the door. So we need to make sure that door is closed. As you can see, it is now. So for a wide angle, try and get the pulpit and the lectern on the right without the speakers. Get the baptismal font at the bottom and the top of the cross. From here, you'll be able to see Pastor, or in this case, Anna, walk forward down the aisle, up to the altar, and if you like, you could zoom in as Pastor bows her head and then comes to the front to address the congregation. So if you zoom in slower than I just did, yes, you'll be able to see her clearly here. And if you want, you could even gently tilt down and see her sandals, just like Pastor wears in the summer. From here, Pastor will tend to sit. So again, you could do your wide angle if you've already zoomed in. She then comes to the front and she can come down to the baptismal font for the couple portions of the service. So here you could center it. Note the door is open on the right. So again, that's a reminder for everyone to be conscious of that someone does close that. You could keep it as this shot, or you could zoom in. And again, I've zoomed in too fast. And again, if you wanted to tilt, then you could even zoom in a bit more. So as long as you're moving slowly, that is fine. Okay, so that's one location. The other thing that you will record will be the lector, who will come up. And at the previous angle, where we had the whole sanctuary shown, by panning to the left and zooming in at the same time, we can get the lector even as they're taking off the mask or adjusting themselves. And a shot like this would be fine. If you want to zoom in closer, I'm going to have to move that cord because I just bumped it. We'll have to adjust that cord. You could tilt up a little bit to be able to zoom in even more. So I'd say the closest you'd want to zoom to either pastor or the lector would be about there. And that would be good because we see their mouth move, which makes it easier for the person watching to actually hear them by seeing their mouth move. So from this position, once the lector steps down, the pastor will come out to the center. So you can zoom out to be able to get the floor again and the top, and pastor says the gospel from the middle. After that, she walks up to the pulpit. So this is a straight pan across and a zoom in. So this would work, but we've had one person comment that they didn't like the piano lid covering the relief on the pulpit. So again, as you're coming across, you could tilt up and you could zoom in as far as here, which would actually be really nice because again, with Pastor Anna's mask off, we would be able to see her mouth move and again, easier for people to understand her. So a little bit of panning and tilting. It does take a bit of practice to be smooth, and it is best to do that when no one is speaking, so it's less distracting. Okay, so I hope that helps. this is another good location, even if as far as you zoom in is here, you can get the banner. You don't see the speaker on the left, and you get the pulpit and everything. For communion, you do want to zoom in a little bit, and you want to tilt down. So this would be fine, or for example, at the end of the service when she does the blessing, it would be nice to even come in that far, as long as you're comfortable with zooming in and it doesn't shake the camera too much. It's a really good idea to have a look at past Sunday videos so you can have an idea of what is too much shake that makes people a little nauseous when they're watching on Sunday morning. Anything else to add, Anna? Okay, we'll say thank you for watching. Goodbye. I could have recorded it on the camera too.